Hello everyone, welcome to this video series on database management system. So in the previous video, I have discussed about embedded SQL, and in this video, we are going to look at dynamic SQL. Okay, so what is dynamic SQL? So before going to dynamic SQL, you already know SQL queries. For example, you are writing a query to display employees data from an employees table, and for example, the query is like this: select star from employees where employee name equal to John. Okay, so here the employee name equal to John means it is static. Myself, I am giving the name John. Okay, so the employee name is here is predefined and it is static. I am giving the value. Okay, as a database programmer. Okay, now after creating the application and after creating the web page which displays the data from the database, now who is going to use the web application? Your web application is going to be used by user. Okay, not you. And the user has to select some option from the drop down menu. Okay, so you are going to display a list of employees and the user is going to select a particular employee. So here the employee name is being decided by user. Okay, and you don't know the value beforehand, so you can't write or you can't anticipate what the name the user will select. So a static SQL query will not work. So that's why we have to use something called dynamic SQL. So if your query is created on the fly, that is during runtime, that kind of SQL is called as dynamic SQL. Okay, so let's see. So as I told you, your SQL query might be based on the user input, right? So it is not, it is not possible to predict what the value the user will select in advance. So you can't predict it. So that's why based on the user input, if we are building queries on the fly or at runtime, or you can say dynamically, you can say that kind of thing is called as dynamic SQL. So the concept is pretty simple. If you are using, building SQL queries based on user input dynamically, that is called as dynamic SQL. Now let's take the example of C language. In embedded SQL also I considered the C language. So in dynamic SQL also we'll consider C language. Here we will use two commands in particular, which are prepare and execute. So these two are keywords. One is prepare, another one is execute. So how to use these two things you will see in this below example. So first I am creating an SQL query. So this is a string. So character array means it is a string, right? And the value is the SQL query, which is given like this: delete from employees where employee ID equal to 10. Here I have directly given 10, but you can replace it with some variable name like this: colon C underscore EID. Like you have seen in embedded SQL previous video, you can give some variable name like this here. Okay, and then next you have to write this exec SQL prepare statement. Okay, and you are giving some name to this variable ready to go and a keyword from the query. So this is this one. Okay, so what you are doing in this line is you are compiling the query. Okay, and after compiling, that result is given here, the next line, which is the execute line. Okay, so you have to write exec SQL execute whatever name you are giving here, right? That's all, simple. So this is dynamic SQL. Okay, very simple concept. And in the next video we are going to look at the concept triggers and also what is meant by an active database. Okay, right. So please like the video and subscribe to my channel for latest notifications. And if you have any doubts, you can comment below. Thank you.